Word is, baby, what the word is. Go run and tell your friends that the word's in. Char and Dj100 got first dibs on the topics of the week. Was popping up in the streets. What? Make sure you go subscribe to get notified. And don't forget the popcorn, you know the show arrived. They go provide what you need, you know that work's in. Now listen up to what the word is. Word is. Word is. Word is.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Char back with me and your boy Dj100. We're here inside of Local Legend Gaming. I'll let the owner introduce himself.
Hey guys, I'm Dj100. I'm the owner operator of Local Legend Gaming, a mobile video game theater.
Man, this is a nice spot you got, man. Please tell the people exactly what Local Legends Gaming is.
Okay, so Local Legends Gaming is a 24-foot enclosed trailer that is climate controlled and self-powered. We pride ourselves in having the latest and greatest in video game consoles. Everything from the Xbox One S, the PlayStation Pro, Nintendo Switch, as well as retro classic consoles made fresh, like the SNES Classic and NES Classic.
That's dope, man. So, how did this start? How did this all begin? Like, where did you come up with the idea for this? Like, give us a little insight on that.
So I've always been into like competitive gaming in my free time as well as in my personal time with my coworkers. But I wanted to find another source of income for my family, so I considered doing like competitive gaming at the house. However, once we sat down and started breaking down the numbers of what it would cost to legitimately hold a tournament, it got up to like $3 grand for just supplies, and that's before you can even start pubbing the event.
Right.
And the downfall is you got to invite a bunch of random people into your home. Which I wasn't really with having a young family or whatnot. So my wife and I went into thinking about other options, like renting out a venue or something like that. However, we wanted to go against the chance of having to pay for brick and mortar fees, like a rent. What if we didn't have any customers? We'd still be stuck with a rent.
Right.
As well as, what if the demographic in the area that we actually purchased the location didn't want to have to get down with video gaming, we'd be stuck with that rent still. So we started searching around to see what mobile options we had, and we ended up stumbling over enclosed trailers and noticed that some of them could still be fashioned for all kinds of uses, whether it's car transports. Some people are even living inside of these things. So we're like, you know what, we could mount television in here, mount consoles in here, and actually take gaming around. And it just spun off into what is now Local Legends Gaming.
Man.
Seems like you had a really good plan.
Yeah.
Checked your options and everything like that. So what advice would you have for young people who would like to start their own business?
Literally, the best piece of advice that I can give a young person who would want to start their own business is just try. Like, you're going to fail tons of times in life, but you're never going to succeed if you don't ever just try. And don't get me wrong, this was terrifying. A lot of money, a lot of risks were taken for this, and you know, even to this point, I'm still hoping and praying that this turns into something phenomenal. But we would never be here today if we just didn't try. That's really the best thing I can tell young entrepreneurs, even old entrepreneurs. Like, keep trying.
I love it.
So, do you plan on like expanding the brand? Like, where do you see the brand kind of going within like the next, let's say, 3 to 4 years, maybe down the road? Like, do you see expanding anywhere? You want to stay here, or how do you go about that?
So, Local Legends Gaming is a form of entertainment as well as competitive gaming resource. So, we operate in the entertainment field as well as esports. So, we do everything from birthday parties, corporate events, fundraisers, as well as competitive gaming where cash is king. We're actually putting money on the table. But we want to make sure that we keep focusing on scalability. I want to have 2 trucks in Kansas City within 6 to 8 months, and then we want to branch out to have 10 trucks across the nation, because Kansas City is truly the heartland of the nation as well as the tech capital. And for some odd reason, we're always slow to new things. It always starts on the coast, whether it's Cali or whether it's Florida. But I don't understand why more companies don't start here and just branch out. We're the middle. We're halfway everywhere in the nation.
Exactly.
So we for sure are going to branch out. I have some colleagues that are in Florida, in Houston, in Atlanta, and in Southern California who definitely want to get on board, and we will definitely be having them owning and operating some of our trucks.
Wow,
Okay. So if I was planning an event, like let's say within the next month or so, how would I go about setting it up?
So everything is operated out of our central hub, which is the locallegendsgaming.com website. Our entire calendar is always up to date, it's actively updating. So if you were to go on there and book an event for this Saturday from 2 to 4, and he got on there 5 minutes later, 2 to 4 will be booked out. So that no one else could actually check on there. So no matter what, you can get on there and see our entire calendar for social events as well as competitive events and private events are all on the calendar. We don't disclose any private information, but it will show that something's going on. But it has everything on there. We have put in countless hours of work to make sure that we've answered just about every question that we possibly can for it.
So when someone books an event, will they be able to come to you, or do you go to them? How does that work?
So the nice thing about having a mobile video game theater is we're a party at your house, but not in your house. So if you book for your nephew's birthday party or something like that, as soon as you book, our managing director will reach out to you and make sure that we completely understand your needs so that we can give you impeccable customer service. Because we're firm believers that there's only one standard of customer service, and that's impeccable. Everything else is just not good enough. So we then, once we have a great idea of it, once we have a great idea of what you're wanting, we ensure that we show up 15 minutes before your event to make so that we can position with you again and say, hey, we just want to go over how you want this event to go, and then we'll fire on the generator and take over the entertainment from there. So as a booker, you can sit back and enjoy as your patrons are entertained by us.
Okay. So when booking, like, is there like a deposit people get to save their date and time, or how does, like, as far as the payment thing goes? Do you collect the day of? Is it cash? Got to put the debit card in? Like, how does that work?
Yes, so we handle all of our booking through our website. So when you go on the website and choose all the different features that you want, it will require a 100% payment on your deposit. Up to 30 days, you can get a full refund on your deposit. Within 30 days, we do take a $50 service charge back. Within 14 days of your event, we keep half of your deposit, and then within that, if it's within that 14 days, we try to negotiate with you and say, hey, we don't want to take your money and not give you the service, because we actually really value giving you that experience. Like, if this day won't work, what other day could possibly work for you? Because we truly want everyone to be able to enjoy and experience these kind of amenities. But we do require a full payment upon booking, because essentially, once you lock down that date, no one else can, and you're taking that opportunity away from somebody else.
Okay.
Wow. So how many games would you say that you have on your truck?
So right now we have about 70 games in our game library, and they span across Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, SNES Classic, and the NES Classic.
Okay. And how many people can you entertain exactly at like one time?
So weather permitting, because we have 4 TVs that are networked together, as well as our fifth TV for our retro consoles, we also have a television on the outside, which is a 70-inch 4K TV as well. So we can generally entertain at any given time, weather permitting, 24 people at one time. But it really just depends on the weather.
Okay. I heard you say you was married, so how many times have you just said, you know what, I'm out of here, and just came out to the game truck?
Because I fear that woman chasing me outside as well, I would never even try that. But my wife is actually fun. She'd probably actually say, you know what, let's work out our problem over game of Mario Kart. And I'd probably have to, catch an L. So that
Shout out to his wife.
Shout out to my wife, Brianna and Aya.
We see you.
Thank you.
Okay, so before we get out of here, just let everybody know what exactly they would experience if they was to book the local Legends game.
Something legendary. And I know that's super egotistic and it sounds great, but we generally focus on impeccable customer service while we supply immaculate amenities. Like, we try not to cut any corners with the flooring, with the lights, with the quality of television, with the quality of consoles, as well as the experience that we give people. We make sure that as soon as you book, our managing director reaches out and make sure that we know exactly what you want, so that you feel comfortable with the money that you spent. Because money is important to all of us, as well as whoever is the recipient of the event or the reason for the event. Make sure that they too get a great experience. So we don't ever want to be seen as a startup that feels like a startup. We want everyone to feel like, this is a huge corporation that has been a well-oiled machine since day one.
Alright, so before we get up out of here, tell them one more time, what's that website to go to the book?
So you can find all of our information at www.locallegendsgaming.com. All of our social media is Local Legends MGT, which is Mobile Gaming Theater, at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. Everything is under those two brands, whether it's www.locallegendsgaming.com or Local Legends MGT.
It's your boy DJ100, my girl Char. We coming to you live. Local Legends Gaming. Now I'm about to get on the sticks and get my man this L real quick. Thanks y'all for tuning in. Word is.
Once again, it's your boy Dj100 with Local Legends Gaming. Make sure y'all tune in weekly with Word Is podcast with my boy DJ100 and Char.
Levels to it, I'ma power up. Levels to it, I'ma power up.